Hi, I'm Brandon, and today I'm taking a look at the interrogation of this guy here who seems to have found himself in handcuffs and leg shackles in an interrogation room. His name is James Edward, and he is a football coach, a high school football coach who seems to have gotten himself into some trouble. So let's go and see what's going on.
So, why do you think you're here today?
My relationship with some of the girls.
Okay, what does that look like?
Yeah, he knows exactly why he's there. There was no, well, maybe you should tell me. There was no playing dumb. It was just my relationships with some of the girls at school.
From the outside, you would think it's weird something going on, but I've been a coach in 5 years.
From the outside? So from the outside versus the inside being him, what he thinks? So that means that the outside would be literally every other person on Earth. From the outside, if you're not me, this might look kind of weird that I'm totally creeping on these young girls. But, from my point of view, it's totally cool. Yeah, maybe if everyone else from the outside thinks that what you're doing is worthy of arresting you for, you should probably take a good long look at your behavior.
And it's like, they can confide in me as well as the boys.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. I like how he throws in there. Yeah, they could confide in me. And then his brain's like, oh, shit. It's going to look weird if only the girls can confide in me. So he's like, and the boys. Just add that onto the end, and then I'm cool. That is just grooming behavior. I'll say it right now. I haven't watched this, but immediately, that's grooming behavior. It's like, oh, try to pretend that they're there for support. That's what he's telling himself. We know damn right well he's doing inappropriate things with them or trying to do inappropriate things. But in his mind, he's like, no, I'm here to help them. I'm here to confide, and they can come to me with their problems. He just wants to be the person that they text or call or go visit all the time about everything, even stuff unrelated to school. And that way they're just in his world. That way he has a reason to talk to that he could justify as being positive for them when actually his intent is anything but. Yep. I already don't like this guy, but let's keep going.
Excuse me. Like, it looks weird, but like they come to me with problems and, just confine, and because I'm easy to talk to.
Again, he said that twice now in the last 30 seconds. It looks weird. If it looks weird, if it looks as though you're doing something inappropriate with underage girls, stop whatever that is. Just don't do it. If you're like, man, this must look weird to other people, that's your cue to be like, okay, this is over with. I'm not doing this. There's no reason for you to do anything beyond what your job is as a coach or a teacher or both, whatever you are, maybe just the coach. That's your job. You don't need to be talking to them outside your role as a coach to do other stuff. There are other people like parents and grandparents and counselors and other teachers. There's other trained professionals that deal with that. You don't just need random middle-aged men going to these young people's houses, and wherever they're meeting them and texting with them and all this, even admitted, looks very weird. You don't need to do that. So don't try to pretend like you're doing something good for them.
And
Sure.
the boys do it too, and I'm there for them, basically.
How long have you been coaching out there?
This will be my 5th year.
5th year? Okay,
Yes.
so you've been out there for a long time. Seen a lot of kids coming and going.
Yes.
Okay.
What are you getting at?
And do you do that full time or do you do something else?
No, I work for the city of Ocala. I drive garbage trucks.
Okay. How long have you been doing that?
5 years, 5 years.
Okay. I know you said you believed you were here because of some inappropriate, possibly people think is inappropriate with the girls. Is there any girls in particular?
Yes,
It's kind of funny that in some of the interrogations the guys are handcuffed and some of them are not. It probably depends on the the jurisdiction. They have different rules, but this guy is handcuffed and has his legs shackled. So they went the extra mile with him.
I'll not say the name because I don't want to.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's
Okay.
And-
Kennedy, okay. And then are these girls, how do you, because I know you said football, do you guys have a football, a girls, a flag football?
We have a
or
girls'
no?
flag football team.
Okay.
One of the girls plays flag. She also plays tackle football.
Oh, okay. Wow.
It's also just a side note here. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm going to be pausing this a lot to talk. So if you don't want to hear me talk and you just want to watch this, there's other channels that have this interrogation on, but I'm going to be pausing it a lot to talk. So if you're cool with that, then we'll continue. But I was going to mention how whenever you watch TV shows, movies, or whatever, interrogation rooms, they're always much bigger, and the desk is always in the middle, just because makes a cooler shot and it gives the actors more room to like move around and stuff. Whenever you see it for real, the rooms are tiny. This looks like a storage room or something, and the perp is always like in the corner. It's never as big and cool looking as it is on TV.
Yeah, so it's like it's just I've been a father feel like I lost her father.
Okay.
And even her grandmother, I'm really close to her grandmother-in-law, and she comes to me all the time to appreciate what me and some other coaches.
Wait, did I hear that correctly?
I lost her father.
Okay.
And even her grandmother,
So this girl that he's talking about lost her father, and he saw that as an in to get close to her. Am I understanding that correctly? That's pretty shitty behavior, buddy.
I'm really close to her grandmother-in-law, and she comes to me all the time to appreciate what me and some other coaches have done for her, been there, stuff, to be in that role. And like our previous head coach did ask, do we have to worry about that? And the other coach like, no, it's like she lost her dad. He's like a real father figure to her. And it's just like outside looking in, you would think, because it's weird, because that's not my child. I have a son that goes.
Oh, okay.
And even the kids, some of the kids.
Wouldn't you be worried about that if from the outside looking in, it looked as though you were having an inappropriate relationship with a minor who was also a student? Do you realize how much trouble you can get in for that? You can get fired for one, you can go to prison too, and all of society will hate you. This is not something that you should be willing to risk. If there's anything where you're like, oh shit, man, people might think this looks weird, you should just fucking run. Get the hell out of there. Have nothing to do with that. There's no reason you should be doing that. Even if you're the purest guy ever with the best intentions, doesn't matter. If it looks like that is bad on its own. Like, what does he get out of it? He's such a good, heroic, noble person that he's willing to be shunned by society to help these poor girls that he was obviously having some sort of sexual relationship or chats with. So yeah, why would you, like Chris Hansen says, why would you even go down that path?
Say that's Coach Ford, other bonus daughter. So it's like that.
And that's referring to. Okay. And how about?
She's a football player. She comes to me with her problems.
Okay, so there's multiple girls.
She just made a flyer for me for flag football. So like she calls me Unc, and all as well as stuff and call me Unc. They'll call me Unc.
Okay.
Again, that's just grooming behavior. Like, just they see him, oh, like, call me uncle, right? It's like they're just trying to get close to them and have this inappropriate relationship. This is just like classic grooming behavior. This is exactly what it is. The kind of things that this guy is describing is exactly that.
Like when they have problems, they'll come to me. We try to steer them on the right path. Now I talk to them and
what? He's gonna try to steer them on the right path when they have problems? Why? What does this guy do? He's just like, what did he say? He drives like a dump truck or something? What is that what he said? Like part-time, and he's a part-time coach? Who the hell is this guy to be giving advice to anyone? You're just like a random, like 43-year-old man. So yeah, maybe you're coaching them, but I mean, the person's coach is not like, you shouldn't be giving life advice. Life advice is from parents or like someone that's in some way qualified. He just appoints himself. I can give them good direction in their life or whatever. Like why? Why would you want to do that? Why would you need to do that? And who are you to do that?
Like they're all my kids,
Right.
So
Yeah, because it's tough out here.
yeah,
so.
and I don't want to sugarcoat none to be soft on them because I don't want to see them get taken advantage of. And
Right.
so
yeah, you don't want a 43-year-old man to be creeping on them and being inappropriate. You wouldn't want that.
do kind of talk, and so if some kids do hear us talk, it's kind of how I would talk to my own kids.
Okay. And then how about?
Same with same as that.
Did he say that he's talking to them the same way he would talk to their own kids? His own kids? I sure as hell hope not.
Same. Okay. Just kind of that father figure.
Well, no, her dad's in our life. I'm just
Okay.
like who she could come confide in.
Okay.
Like if they have problems.
And then have these girls been at the school and then since
Who does, like, I can't get over this. Who does that? What kind of middle-aged man wants to be a sounding board for teenagers with problems, like teenage girls? What history of being a teenage girl do you have that you could possibly know, like, what they're going through and understand it? He said he has kids. I don't know if they're boys or girls or what or how old they are, but he just, like, how could you possibly help them? people go through training, like child psychiatrists and psychologists or whatever. There's people, like, it's not just something that you can appoint yourself. Hey, he's just the friendly neighborhood creep who's just gonna invite all the teenage girls over to confide in him with their problems. Like, he just wants them to be in his life, and we know why.
You've been there, or did they come later on? What did that look like? Like, have you
I
had
wanna
interaction
say-
with them for 4 years,
No,
or
I met them.
okay?
Yeah,
So just at the actual school
yeah, like
itself.
yeah.
Okay.
And the boys are the same. Like I have one player. He says I'm more of a dad to him than his own dad.
Okay.
And so it's just like I'm mentoring basically. Well, I thought I was doing right, but
Yeah. And I know.
So we've seen this before. I did that guy recently. That guy from Albuquerque. He was I think he was also a gym teacher, wasn't he? I think I just covered his interrogation recently. He was busted in a sting, and he kind of had that same. I don't know if it's like some kind of some sort of complex or something, but that guy was like, everybody, I am the heart of that school. I have hundreds of parents who look up to me. And now this guy's kind of saying the same thing, that he's not just a coach. He's even better. He is such a great guy who goes out of his way to help people, and he's well respected. I don't think most teachers would say that. I think you would only say that if you were compensating for the fact that you're a really horrible person doing bad, illegal things. I think if you were to say normal, even a very good teacher or coach, you would probably just be humble enough to think that you're just a pretty damn good coach. I don't think you're going to brag while you're in shackles over just how amazing you are when you're anything but. So it's like, yeah, I think I don't know if it's some sort of symptom of their psychological problem that they actually think they're heroic and well respected and great people. I don't know what's going through their mind, but that's kind of messed up.
So I know, like, when you have teams and stuff, you have to keep in contact with your players and things like that. Do you communicate with these girls at all on, like a cell phone, or is it on an app? Or
nah, they'll text me, Coach Ford, I need or like their problems, or can I talk to them about this? Can I help them out with this or this and that, stuff like that.
Okay.
You shouldn't be a part of these kids' lives outside of your job. That never happened to me once in school. Texting wasn't really a huge thing back then, but I was never calling them and meeting up with them, getting advice from teachers. That just didn't happen. Teachers were your teachers. Their job ended when you left school. The coach's job ends when you leave the field. There's no reason they should be texting him just for advice and favors. And yeah, that is just very weird.
So you have the team's contact numbers, they have yours, and there's just general conversation back and forth. Okay.
Yeah, I think they just need a rule. Like, there are so many teachers getting caught these days. Like, if you're into this, watch these kind of videos on YouTube, it's like every single day. And there's like a lot of women too. It's like men and women. It seems like it's an epidemic. Maybe they should just have a rule that says absolutely no contacting your students outside of school for any reason. Or like, unless it's through if it's really necessary, through the school's like app or whatever, something like that. But no talking on text, no talking on Snapchat, because that's how every single one of these seems to happen. Is that for some reason the teacher and the underage students are talking on text about non-school related stuff, and it escalates from there.
At any point in time, has there ever been, and it's like, we know these, girls these days, is there any time?
Look at her. Right when she says that, girls these days, you see him just make that face and dramatically nod his head. Look at that guy.
In time, has there ever been, and it's like, we know these, girls these days, is there any time when
he's just jumping at that chance to maybe I could turn this around on the girls these days, or the way they dress, God, how could, just that kind of attitude. If it's like, well, she brought it up, if he can just, subtly agree to that and steer the conversation in that direction, then maybe he did nothing wrong. It's those damn teenage girls causing problems again. Is that it?
Any of this conversation maybe went a little differently that it should, or
But
something that might not be
No, ma'am. But if you was
appropriate?
look at it and don't know the ends of it, you would think that they'll come hug me and be up under me and stuff
Okay.
like that. So it,
And be up under you? What does that mean? I don't know. He speaks differently than I do. He's from Florida and I'm from Canada, so maybe there's just not quite a language barrier. But get up under him. I'm sorry, someone's got to fill me in on what that means. Like hugging, okay, not necessarily inappropriate, but given everything else he's been doing, the fact that he's under arrest, kind of questionable. But get up under him, yeah. Not sure what that means. Enlighten me.
That it should, or
But
something that might not be
no, ma'am. But if you was
appropriate?
look at it and don't know the ends of it, you would think that they'll come hug me and be up under me and stuff
Okay.
like that. So it looks weird because the
Right.
trainer said something, but it's not like that.
Oh,
The trainer said something, so people notice this.
okay. And then how about on the text, anything on that end that you've had to maybe shut down, or
No,
something, nothing's popped up on their end or on your end?
Nope.
Okay, all right. So when would you say you started communicating with any of these girls over text, just about sports or whatever?
Okay, with the football team, we have everyone's number. So we have group text, and I have the text, hey, I need you to do this,
Okay,
ask what numbers they want, stuff like that.
right.
Just hear that again. Sorry to keep rewinding it. Just want to make sure I'm
Football team,
accurate.
we have everyone's number. So we have group text, and I have the
Okay, so he has everyone's number in like a group text, but somehow he selected a few specific individual young girls to reach out to directly outside of that. Okay.
text, hey, I need you to do this,
Okay,
ask what numbers they want, stuff like that.
right.
And
Ask them what numbers they want? What does that mean?
basically that's how it was. And then with the flag, with the girls, I coach flag football, the girls,
Okay,
it's basically the girls basketball team, which most of them have my number also.
okay.
And like they'll text me, coach, I'm sorry, I cut you off.
No, you're
They'll text me
fine.
like, coach, for when this flag starts, so I text them
Yeah, being friendly is not going to help you.
the schedule, practice starts this day or whatever like that.
Okay. And I know you said you felt like people at school maybe felt a different way. When did you get knowledge that something was maybe being said?
Yeah, if this is going on to the point that your colleagues are noticing it and bringing it up to you, or to, I don't know who they brought it, if they brought it up to like the principal or what, but when people are like, hey man, it's kind of weird that you're hanging out with those teenage girls, you should back off. You should be so embarrassed and scared that, like, how could he possibly just keep doing it? Well, we know why, because he's a predator.
Well, last year coach asked, did he have to worry about, and I was going to say, no, it's fine.
Okay.
And the trainer, she was kind of skeptical.
Now, what about this week?
And see, that just happens so often. It's like Larry Sandusky, or no, Jerry Sandusky? That whole thing, like all the stuff in the swimming programs, it's always like something's going on and someone notices. It's either like one of the young people comes forward or another adult notices something weird, brings it up, it gets discussed, but somehow overlooked, like nothing's really done. But by the time it's gotten to this point, it's gotten bad enough that people are kind of, raising an eyebrow to it. They're like, what the hell's going on? And it's starting to be whispered about, and there's rumors, and people are coming forward. Like whoever this trainer is did the right thing, is like bring this up and say, hey, this is wrong. You can't be doing this. And then I think he was trying to say someone else told him that no, it's okay. Like once it's at that point, you can't be doing that anymore. If you keep doing it, then it's on you and you're doing something illegal.
What happened this week?
I don't know. I'm there. They come. They hug me, like normal, and that's it.
When did you find out something was going on this week with the
I
school?
got a call Tuesday.
Tuesday? Okay. Was that from
The new head coach.
the head coach? Okay. And how did that conversation
He
go?
just said, "Hey, they're doing an investigation with you and some of the girls." I'm like, "What you mean? Like I've been like this with?" And just said they're doing an investigation.
Okay.
Like something was said. Somebody went back and said they're not comfortable around me from something being said, but how we talk to them is like we're talking to our own kids. So I don't know if another
Right.
student probably heard it, thought it was inappropriate, and it wasn't comfortable, or one of the boys maybe liked the girls and saw it. I mean, I don't know.
Not sure.
He's trying to blame it on some boys. There might have been some boys who liked the girls and they were jealous, so they ratted on you and made up a false story. Is that what he's trying to say?
So I want to talk a little bit about, okay, so dealing with her. Is there any reason why she might think that you're something more than a coach to her?
An uncle, maybe.
Just an uncle?
Okay, going back to that, what I just said, it doesn't really make sense because what would the boys have to be jealous of? Because this teacher's like popular, the girls hug him. It's not like they're hanging out at his house. At least I hope not. Maybe they were. I don't know. We'll get to that, I guess. But like, it's just like, oh, they give him a hug like once in a while when they see him, and that's it. If that's the end of their interactions, like, I mean, I know young teens can be petty and stuff, but I don't think that's enough for some boy with a crush on one of these girls to be so enraged he's gonna make a false report about the teacher. I just have a feeling that he's full of shit.
Uncle? Okay. And when you say uncle, what does that look like for her? Like, how do you feel like an uncle, or how would she feel like you're an uncle?
Like, she'll hug me, come from the side, hug me, and like if she have problems with boys or whatever.
And what does that have to do with being an uncle? To me, being an uncle is like your parents' brother. It's not someone you come and give a side hug to or anything. And not to mention that's like a stereotype. Like, is just like the creepy uncle. That's not a good thing. If there was just like one of my friend's kids or something started calling me uncle, I think I'd be uncomfortable with that. I'd be like, no, just call me Brandon. That's good. I don't want to be known as the uncle who's not really an uncle, because I don't know if that's a stereotype, because in decades past there were so many cases of those type of guys getting busted doing this kind of stuff. But that's just weird. You're a coach. Why are they calling you uncle? Why are you encouraging it?
Because they've called me plenty of times about trouble with boys. I don't want to see them get taken advantage of, or just out doing stuff. It is what it is, and you know, just getting taken advantage of. Okay. Basically.
Okay. Has there?
And again, we have a guy pretending that he's out there watching out for these girls to protect them from guys who are doing the exact same thing they're doing. Lauren did the same thing. Even Walter Babs was like, "You got to watch out for guys like me." Like, it's like the reason that they're aware that there's something to be on the lookout for is because they know what they're doing, and they're not trying to protect the person from other predators. They're trying to protect them from. They're basically saying, "Don't go online and talk to anyone else." He wants them for himself. So it's like, be careful out there online. In fact, you just shouldn't be talking to anyone, and run everything by me first, just so he can be in control of their life. He's just trying to insert himself into their life.
Has there been anything on your end that would lead you to believe that you're acting as something other than a family member or a mentor, as you describe yourself?
Like for Christmas, I bought them all Christmas.
Okay.
Asked them what they wanted, because I bought them what.
I never had teachers buy me Christmas presents. I think I got ripped off.
And get them everything on the list what they wanted, but I told that to be that person. Like, her parents didn't want to go to her to a camp in Orlando.
Who's that? Okay.
I went with her to the football camp, talked to the coaches for them, in place of stuff like that.
Okay. And have you ever sent any of them money? I know you said you bought gifts and things to help out.
They'll call.
How about money-wise?
Yes, if they can borrow have $10 for food, or $20 for this, or $50.
You're sending them money? You see why this might look weird? He's buying them presents. He's sending them money. He didn't think that there's something wrong with that?
For this, for food, basically.
Okay.
I'm like, yeah, I got you. I'll feed you.
I think their parents could buy them food. You don't have to be sending them money for food. Are these kids starving? Like, if they are, refer to them to social services. Like I said, there are professional people and professional agencies that deal with this kind of thing. You don't need to be feeding these girls on your own, and you don't have to have any part of their life.
That's what we do. I feed. I don't have no problem with feeding. I don't want you to be hungry.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And how would that look? Like, did you give them cash, or was it through like Cash App?
Yeah.
Okay.
I really carry cash on me.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think anybody does.
Yeah.
So there's an electronic trail then.
I don't even know the last time I even had cash on me. Okay. So like I said, I wanted to talk a little bit about, okay, because there's just some concerns that people have, okay?
I can see why.
Okay, and that's what I was just kind of trying to get from you. Why so much with more than anyone else? Why people
like,
be concerned?
Well, she the one, like if I'm there, she'll come up and hug and stay around. I don't see her, so I go to the weight room.
Okay.
But yeah, she always comes up, hugs me, asks how I'm doing, we talk whatever, and same.
Is he trying to blame it on her? She always comes up and hugs me. If you're uncomfortable with that, you could just politely tell her, we shouldn't be hugging. I'm just not allowed to do that as a teacher. And in a friendly, polite way, just tell her not to do that. No, not a big deal. If you allow it to happen, then you're partly responsible because you're the grown man, and she is the minor.
If they're working out or whatever, she's gonna stop what she's doing, come hug me, and ask how I'm doing.
And has there ever been anything that someone would consider inappropriate that's happened
maybe how we
between
hug and how
you
we,
and her?
Maybe how we hug, like she'll hug, and I guess.
Yeah, we get it. You hug. If it was only hugs, you probably wouldn't be shackled in a police station. It's something more than that.
It's like from
any type of kissing or anything like that someone might see? Okay.
I guess how we talk to him, I guess, basically. Someone heard it.
Okay. And that's why we're here. And like I said, Mr. Ford, I appreciate...
Wait, why does he think he's here? Like, obviously he did something bad enough to wind up here.
You speaking with me.
Oh, yes.
Right? And when I talk with people, I always, I want to be honest because I'm always looking for honesty, right? And I know right now you're not quite being 100% honest with me.
Yeah, I have a feeling this is going to be like a lot of the interrogations where they like ask them like all they did, and they give a little bit. They only just give a tiny bit, and then the investigator will be like, "Well, we have this text that you did, or whatever proof that you did this," and then they'll be like, "Yeah, okay," so they'll admit to that, but nothing more. And then the investigator's like, "Actually, we know you did a little bit more than that," so they'll admit to a little bit more. And the more that the investigator pries, the more the guy admits to, and then we go from, "Hey, I didn't do anything except a hug," to "I did all these horrible things." So I don't know how bad this is going to get, but yeah, this investigator is clear. Like she knows more. She knows about more than he thinks that she does, and he did more than he's letting on.
Talk to me. We're here for a reason.
I know.
We're both adults.
Like we never. I mean, I've never done nothing with her.
Okay. No, when you say nothing, what does that mean?
No sexual stuff whatsoever.
Okay.
Hug and kiss on the cheek like I kiss all of them on the cheek. Like
What? You kiss all of them on the cheek? Didn't she just ask if you kissed them? And he said no. And now he's like, I kiss all of them on the cheek. It's like hug is kind of questionable, just the age difference and the fact that you're a teacher. It's a little bit weird. But I mean, there's people that hug family members and, they hug their dad and their grandpa and stuff. It's not really bad, but questionable. You're fucking kissing them on the cheek, all of them? And I'm guaranteeing he's not kissing any of the boys. He's only hugging and kissing the teenage girls on the cheek. You're kind of crossing a line here. He didn't understand why why this other coach or the trainer brought this up.
Oh, you all right? You good?
Mm-hmm.
That's that.
Okay. So you don't think there's going to be anything or evidence of anything any different?
As far as, I mean, we probably, me probably text a little more. She'll ask how I'm doing, ask how she doing, act like I ask all of them. Yeah, you good? I check on them.
Okay.
Or whatever.
Do you ever let anyone else use your cell phone?
Oh yeah, I let kids have my phone all the time.
Okay.
Yes.
What? Kids are on your phone all the time? This guy has no boundaries. Why would you let any teenager touch your phone? It's not like they're your kids. You just like toss them your phone, here, go nuts, and then they're just doing God knows what on it. Unless he just saw that as a way out. It's like, oh, if I say I let them all use it, I can blame this on one of the other boys or something. Because who in their right mind would just let a whole bunch of teenagers use their phone?
All right. So, and that's what I want to talk a little bit about.
Yes,
Okay.
kids have my phone all the time.
Yep.
So.
Is your phone password protected?
It is, but once I get there, I open it, and because Coach Ford, I can use your phone. So I
Okay.
use my phone. And
What? This guy is either lying or he's an idiot. What the hell?
So, like when you're in school, you say you unlock your phone and you'll hand it to the kids to use. Okay. Is there any reason why maybe they might pretend to be you?
It's a few boys like it.
Mm-hmm.
And like they mentioned, like, dang, she always run Coach Ford. Why do all the girls always run Coach Ford?
Yeah.
So his story that I think he's trying to lead towards and be kind of sneaky about and not bring up in a completely overt way, but I think where he's going with this is the boys are jealous that he's just such a popular guy with the young girls, and he lets students use his phone all the time. So the young boys could have gone on his phone and typed inappropriate message to one of these girls in the hopes that people would think that it was the coach that did it. So I bet you anything, there's a whole bunch of inappropriate messages, and his story is full of shit.
Do any of these kids ever take your phone home at nighttime?
No.
Okay. So that would be like a school hour, typical day text. Okay.
Well, what goes on at the school? What goes on at his school that is these kids are just on this guy? Is he like just a coach or a teacher? Like, are they supposed to be, playing sports or learning something? Not fucking around on this guy's phone? What the hell?
So there's text messages at night between you and Kennedy.
Yes, ma'am. I'll take that. We text. Like, I'll take.
I don't want to show it here because of possible copyright issues that I've gotten in trouble with in the past, but there is some text here on the screen, so I'm probably just going to have to crop it out. But it says, I then observed a text between James and this young person whose name is redacted. He says, "You want to come give me a hug and kiss before I go?" And then he says something about sitting in my truck. Come find me, or you come out, or something. Yeah, it's kind of hard to read. Okay, so yeah, kind of inappropriate. Anyways, let's continue.
Text all the girls.
Okay. We have to talk about that.
Okay, that's fine.
That's why we're here.
Okay.
I'm not trying to trip you up. None of that. Okay.
I'm completely honest with you.
No, I think she's exactly trying to trip him up. He deserves to be tripped up because he's doing something bad.
And I think you know where we're at.
Mm-hmm.
And I just.
Oh boy. Okay, some more text here popped up saying, "You go let me taste tongue emoji you before you go home. I've been out all day. I can taste you though." Yeah, okay. Well, there we go.
I want to know how did we get there?
That I don't know. Man,
Because she's a child.
sorry,
Right?
I'm being too friendly with him.
Yeah.
I'm being too friendly.
He's saying, I can taste you. I want to taste you. And he's saying, I'm way too friendly with them. That is a massive understatement.
Like, I don't want to say it. Like, I help with grandmother consent. I helped them pay for her to get an abortion. Like,
What? Whoa. What? Okay.
want to say it. Like, I helped with grandmother consent. I helped them pay for her to get an abortion. Like, stuff I shouldn't.
You helped pay for one of these underage girls to get an abortion? I have a question, an assumption I'm making about that is, did you have anything to do with the reason that she needed to get an abortion?
You doing like I'm just too nice, and
You're not too nice. You're something, buddy, but it's definitely not too nice.
That's way too nice.
that's what I'm saying.
You'll put yourself in
Yes,
predicaments, and that's kind of
Where I'm
you've
at
gotten
now.
yourself into a predicament.
yes, and I'm.
Okay, the text here, it looks like he's having a discussion with one of the girls about meeting him in the parking lot at the Waffle House.
Never been in no trouble whatsoever. 43 years old, sir.
Because I have all of the text
That's fine.
messages between you and starting from February of last year.
Okay.
You and I both know what's in those text
Oh yeah.
messages.
Like I've sent her songs and verses and
Okay.
yeah.
Like, why are you having a conversation like that with a teenager? You're just like chatting like your girlfriends, you know? Like, you're a 43-year-old man. You're sending her songs. And what does he mean, verses? Like lyrics that he wrote or that he found in songs? Why are you having that level of a conversation? Your conversations should be short and blunt and directly related to your job. You shouldn't be talking about anything else. It's just like he's acting like all these things he's doing like are just like they're not so bad on their own. It's like, yeah, I was just hugging them, and yeah, I'd kiss them, but I only kissed them on the cheek, and I do it to all of them, and I'm sending them money, and I'm sending them gifts, and then like all together, that is grooming.
And what else?
That's actually beyond grooming.
I've never seen no pictures. Well, I mean, no.
You have.
Well, like my birthday stuff, and like I've sent all
Sure.
the kids, nothing like that, but nothing explicit.
Okay.
So, excuse me. Yeah.
No, that's okay. Take your time. If you need to take a drink, you can.
Oh, I'm good right now.
Okay. What about the sexually explicit conversations between
Oh,
you?
the song verses that I shouldn't have. Yeah.
They're not all song
What's up,
verses.
Neil?
Yeah, they're not song verses. They're just shit you're saying to her. Don't think you're a poet, buddy.
Listen, I know some songs. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
And they're not all song verses,
Yes.
are they?
Not all of them.
Okay. So talking about, wanting to taste her and
Well, that was a song verse of Trick Daddy. So
What was the song? You said it more than once to her, and it looked like you were just saying to her. That I saw it. It was on the screen here. That was not a song verse.
okay.
and she replied with a no, but I can. Yeah, I just started laughing. But yes, I shouldn't have said some of the stuff I'm saying. Like even at the school, I shouldn't be saying some of the stuff I be saying because I'm just so comfortable around them
Yeah.
and just.
And what
You're just so comfortable around them, and you're just way too nice of a guy who's being way too friendly. So you say overtly sexual, inappropriate things to them. That's a predator. As a creep. As a guy who should go to jail.
because I think you've developed some feelings for her, is what it looks like
It's like I said, from outside
in
in.
the text,
From
right?
outside in. From looking at outside.
Obey, you're gonna take care of her.
As in, that's what everyone else would think.
She's your baby girl.
Oh, yeah, I call all of my baby girls. Like, I'm a baby girl. Devin's a baby girl. It's just something I say.
You're not helping yourself by saying you do this to all of them. When you say you kiss all of them on the cheek, and then you say that kind of thing to all of them, it's not helping. It just makes it look like you're doing this to more victims.
Okay. I want to talk to you about an incident that occurred at outside of the Waffle House. You know what I'm talking about? What can you tell me about that?
Yeah, tell us about the Waffle House, James.
She told me where she was. I went out to make sure she was okay.
Okay.
Because of her birthday. And she was just talking about all the problems, and I said, "You good, okay?" And whatever. We talked for a little bit, and she left. Then I went out. She got home. I said, "Are you good? You okay? Do you want to finish this tomorrow?" She said, "No."
Okay. So during that text message, can you take yourself back to that text message to where you eventually y'all met up? You ended up driving to the Waffle House after telling her to go to the Waffle House. Was
No,
that
she
right?
told. Well, I think yeah.
Okay, because I think you were at the Wawa, and then she was somewhere else. So y'all had probably like just left school or something like that. A game, maybe.
No, it was a birthday dinner.
A birthday dinner. Okay. So, where was she at the Waffle House? Like
She was parked.
once y'all met.
Oh, she was parked by the sign.
Okay. Did she stay in her car or
No,
something
we got out and
different? Okay. Did she get into your truck?
Well, no, she opened the door and there, like, opened the door
Okay.
and sat in like this.
Yeah, we really need you to mime opening a door, because we don't know what that means.
Got out, came around, talked, gave her a hug, and
Okay. Mr. Ford.
Okay, so maybe she didn't get in your truck, but you still met a teenage girl at the Waffle House at night. That's kind of fucked, buddy.
I'm asking you to be honest.
I'm being honest. I mean, we didn't do anything.
Man, like, this has escalated a lot. It started off with, hey, I never did anything. I'm just a nice guy. And now we're at the point where you're having graphic, inappropriate conversations with them and then meeting them in the parking lot of a Waffle House. So, obviously, and that's only what he's admitted to so far. Obviously, he's a liar and he's keeping details to himself. So it's probably a lot worse than he's letting on. And maybe we'll get there as this plays out. But I have a feeling that maybe he's not the nice guy that he thinks he is.
Did she offer to do something to you?
Okay, we got looks like an article popped up here on screen, so I'm gonna see if there's anything here. I advised this person that I was aware that she had written a statement about something that happened. She became visibly upset and began to cry. I assured her that she wasn't in any trouble. She stated that the football coach, who she confirmed was Ford, wait, is that this guy? Had asked her to be his Valentine, and the two of them began to talk over text message and on the phone. She advised this began after her older brother transferred to Vanguard in January of last year, 2024. Advised her that James then began to see each other outside of school around the beginning of the school year. James initially began hanging out with her and her cousin, who she stated was also James's goddaughter. What the hell? This is weird. Eventually, just her and James would meet up for food at places like Chipotle, Chili's, and Beef O'Brady's. When asked if anything else happened, when just her and James would meet, she stated he would kiss her on the lips. There we go. So he's not just kissing all the girls in the cheek, it's on the lips. He can't talk his way out of that. James had also kissed her at school one day inside the locker room. I think this is I don't know if this is a police statement or if this is like a principal statement, but someone is taking this statement talking to this girl. And the person writing this statement says, I asked this girl if anything else happened between her and James, and she began to visibly shake and started crying. So clearly this was a traumatic incident to her. This was not a good thing. She said that in September of last year, she met James at the Waffle House one night. She entered James' vehicle where she performed a certain act on James. All right. So, this guy's lying. I believe the girl. 100%. I have to be careful exactly what I say because YouTube sometimes gets me in trouble for being explicit. This girl stated during the incident James did not have anything on his member, and she denied any other incidents of conduct between her and him. Well, there doesn't need to be any others. If that one incident happened, this guy should be heading straight to prison. He's fucking lying. Let's see what he says after this.
Not until that saying it, but she didn't just come out and say whatever, but you can tell, like, you know how to read between the lines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, at that time in that incident, okay, did she perform oral sex on you?
She tried. She almost did.
She tried? She almost... How do you almost get a blowjob, buddy? You saying that she just, like, pounced on you and then you just used all your strength to, like, restrain her and she was just like a wild animal just clawing at you and she just almost got it. She just almost made it and you're just like, you're forcing her back and then finally you just like booted her and kicked her out the door and then slammed the car door, your truck door, and drove off. Is that how it happened? What do you mean she tried and it almost happened? Okay, she said it did happen. If it almost happened, a disgusting sex offender pervert like you is not going to fight her off. You're not going to object to that in any way. You probably suggested it.
She almost did?
Guaranteed he suggested it.
What does that look like?
Yeah, she's like, how is that possible?
Walk me through that.
She said, okay, let me start it and no.
Okay.
So it started. You said it almost happened. So it started? If it started, it means it happened. You can't only get a blowjob a little bit. It's as soon... How could... Man, I'm just kind of frustrated with this guy. Because he would have had to whip it out, basically, at some point. Which means he knew what he was in for. Which means he was an active participant in it. This is not something that can really happen to a man against his will. Maybe if he's passed out or something, it could. But if you're wide awake, I don't believe his story for a second.
So would know, like, did the act begin and then it was...
It started to begin, but then I had to, because I'm like, good.
It started to begin? Is that what he said? It started to begin?
Child.
Stop it.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Oh, man. He's lying. I hope she asked him how long it went on for.
And would you say that's the only sexual conduct that
yes.
you had with her?
Yes.
Okay. And then I know we had talked a little bit before about, was there some kissing and stuff? Maybe one time, like in the locker room?
No.
Something happened with
locker room? We're never alone with those girls in the locker rooms.
Okay.
It's always...
Yeah, we were just alone with them getting blown in the back of a truck in a Waffle House parking lot. But there's no way I would ever be alone with them in the locker room, because that would be wrong. That's against the rules.
The coach there, there's always somebody there.
I don't know why this guy's bothering me so much. Like, we've seen all sorts of horrible people in these interrogations and on these To Catch a Predator stings, but I think it's like whenever the guys try to portray themselves as being like a hero, that they're out there trying to help the young people, and then we find out they're doing this kind of stuff. They're doing anything but help them. It makes me just hate him even more.
How can I? Well, I know where this is going. Am I going to get booked for?
You are going to be placed under arrest.
And
yeah. You're not getting out of this.
This is going to be as of for.
It's going to be a sex offense involving a minor.
So I have to register and all that now.
But it's going to depend.
You fucking better.
On where it all goes.
Now,
but potentially, yes, sir. Yeah, I'm not going to lie to you.
Yeah, that's fine. When I lose my job, like, I'm going to be...
Did he just say, am I going to lose my job? What? How could you be that delusional? You don't... Why would anyone let you keep your job?
Be booked all weekend, right?
So you'll go in, you'll have a no bond, because it's a no bond initially. But when you see the judge in the morning at first appearance, the judge will give you a bond at that time. I don't know if you have... Go ahead.
Well, no, my mother... Well... Yeah, she will. Now, will y'all release all this information to her, or is something I would tell her?
Your mom? Okay, I'm starting to mention this, and it seems like almost every damn one of these things I cover. These guys, these grown men, some of them are even way older than this guy, like Chuck Harding in his 60s, they're concerned about their mom. Are you going to tell my mom, or are my parents going to find out about this? Like, probably eventually, since it's going to be on YouTube. It's like word's going to get back to them. If you disappear for a few years in prison, they're going to notice. Is there like a psychological reason for that? They're just like they're mama's boys. They're just guys that haven't matured properly, so they act out and do horrific, illegal things like this. I don't know if anyone has an understanding of that or any possible reason. Or is that like, I don't think most people in society are like that, where they're just concerned about their mom finding out, like their mom just dominates their life when they're a 43-year-old man. I don't know. We're starting to see that a lot.
I think you should tell her.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not going to tell your mom. You're an adult.
Yeah.
So you're got it? Your business is your business,
yes.
Right? It's not for me to tell, it's not like you're a child and I'm going to report to
No,
mom.
these girls get in any kind of trouble, any kind of way.
What do you think they should get in trouble for? Talk to me about that.
Oh my God. Okay, I got to hear that again. Maybe I was hallucinating. Did I just hear what I thought I just heard?
So you're got it? Your business is your business,
yes.
Right? It's not for me to tell, it's not like you're a child and I'm going to report to mom.
No, these girls get in any kind of trouble, any kind of way.
What do you...
Oh my God. This guy is unbelievable. He just asked, are any of these girls going to get in trouble in any way? What would they get in trouble for? You don't get in trouble for being the victim of a sexual predator when you're a minor and the predator is a 43-year-old man. You're expected to do dumb things when you're a teenager and make bad choices. You're not going to get in trouble for it. You're the grown man. You're supposed to say no. You're not supposed to meet them at the Waffle House to begin with. What the hell? This guy... What? Is he just trying to, like... He just doesn't want to make himself look so bad, so he's like, yo, they got to share some of the responsibility. See, I would expect that from Dustin McFetridge. You know, she said a few things too. You know, because he's a fucking moron. You know, I would expect that from him. This guy seems like he has some intelligence. Other than this, he seems like he can function in society. What would he think they'd be in trouble for? He thinks the cops are going to be like, yeah, don't worry. They'll be going to prison right along with you. What trouble would they get in?
What do you think they should get in trouble for? Talk to me about that.
Yeah, she's like, no way did you just say that. Explain yourself right now, because this is either going to be hilarious or frightening or downright delusional. Yeah, let's hear what he says.
Being inappropriate with me.
Okay.
Oh my God. Being inappropriate with you? You are the 43-year-old man molesting these teenage girls, and then you're like, oh, they might get in trouble for being inappropriate with me. These damn teenage girls, man, they just... the things they do these days just wrecks your life. You asshole. God damn it.
Being too close.
No, you're a dad, right?
That's the bad thing.
You're a dad.
Yes.
So let me ask you this. You said you have a son, and he's same age?
17.
17? So let's role reverse.
I would,
okay?
yes.
I just want you to kind of see it from a different point of view. Would you want your son? Do you think that your son should be held accountable for behaviors when there's an adult that clearly had a lapse of judgment as an adult and in my eyes took advantage of a child?
I see what you're saying.
Right?
He's like, now that you mention it, maybe that's a really stupid thing to say.
So would it be fair for them to get into trouble?
What are you thinking about?
No, not really.
Or should have Mr. Ford said, this isn't right.
This isn't right.
I shouldn't do this.
Yeah.
Right? You're a mentor. You told me you're a mentor for...
Yeah, exactly. You said that you were a positive influence who was trying to help these girls. You were trying to be their uncle, their mentor. You were there to steer them positively in life. If these girls initiated some kind of inappropriate contact with you, which they did not because it was all you, but if they did, as a mentor, you should be like, hey, and this as a grown-up, as a normal member of society, as anyone who's not a predator, just be like, you know what, that is inappropriate to do. Don't do that with an adult. Make sure they understand that, and then leave, because you can't be hanging out with them in the Waffle House parking lot. There's people out there, this is real. Like, I'm almost thinking, is this like a skit or something? Like, there is real life people that do this kind of thing and have that level of understanding where they don't even understand why what they're doing is wrong. They don't understand who gets in trouble in a situation where it's a teenage girl and a 43-year-old man doing something inappropriate, and the man's the one that initiated it. They don't know which person is doing the wrong illegal thing. Is he just like in denial because he knows he's in trouble and he's saying stupid things, or does he think this bullshit?
Kids.
Yep.
That's why I'm just wondering what happened. I mean, nice young man, you got a good job.
And that's what I'm afraid
Well, he's not that young.
of losing
There's
everything.
a lot of women out here.
Yep, that's what I'm afraid of, losing everything.
Yeah.
Which could possibly be what might happen. My
Potentially,
job.
yeah. I
My
mean,
job.
I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, it's not a good situation to be in.
Yeah, it's not with kids.
No.
And I've been coaching in this.
And the thing is, this girl, like it said in that thing that I read, she was shaking and crying. So she's traumatized. Either this experience was hell for her, like the entire thing, or it's also possible that at the time, maybe she did it because she was just acting foolishly, like teenagers do sometimes, and then afterwards realized, oh my God, and then it's going to have long-lasting effects. That's why you can't do this kind of thing, because maybe in the moment, that young person might be willing to do it, but later on, they could feel the negative effects of it and all of a sudden realize the horror of what happened to them. and then they could be forever traumatized by that. That's why people that age cannot consent, because they do stupid things. Every teenager does. It's kind of expected. So we have to care for the children and make sure they don't do stupid things, and we definitely make sure they don't do that kind of thing with you or any adult. You have to stop that. This girl is obviously traumatized by that, and you should have known that. Like, she didn't enjoy this. You know, you got to have fun with it. Meanwhile, she's trembling and crying over it.
Well, years.
Yeah. So I know we have I'm going to end up writing a search warrant on your cell phone. Okay. Am I going to find anything else with
No.
any other juveniles, minor?
How can we believe anything he says now? I don't believe a word comes out of his mouth.
No.
Nothing else like that is going to be anywhere?
I can go ahead and search it now. No.
Okay. All right. So you want to give consent to search your phone?
My consent means I'm telling you to, but if not, you have a...
Yeah. I mean, you if you want to sign a consent form, we'll get you signed the consent form and we can do that. If not, we just write a search warrant on it and go from there.
And that'll take how long?
It depends. It depends on how much data is on your phone. Right now, it'll be seized as evidence anyway.
So I'm sorry, go ahead.
No
question. So if I get found out tomorrow, I'm not able to take my phone.
No, sir. No.
Now, how would...
You probably shouldn't be allowed to use a phone. The kind of stuff that you do with a phone, you just probably shouldn't be allowed to own one.
Yeah, I kind of... I see what you're saying.
Yeah, and we'll do this. I'll just write a search warrant on it. That way it's easier. It's, we'll get it knocked out that way. Because it will be held pending the case, because it's evidentiary, so we can't get rid of it. Because, like I said, those text messages obviously were coming from your cell phone. Yeah, from you to her. So that's just part of the case, and that's kind of where we're at right now. Okay? Okay. You need anything right now?
Excuse me, I'm out.
You're good. Okay.
No question. I'm able to call my mother, or do I get a call? Or...
Yeah, you can call your mom. And if you want, I'll bring my phone in, put it on speakerphone, and you can call mom here. It's up to you.
Yep, gotta call mommy to come help you.
Or you can call her at the jail.
I mean, am I calling at both places?
Yeah, I'll let you call. Think about it.
Oh, yeah, well, I want to call her, but I want to talk
Sure.
over the phone. Tell her.
Understandably.
I do want to call her.
I'd want to talk to my mom too, so.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. I would love to call her.
Okay, all right, I'll be right back.
All right, well, this guy's sitting here alone. I just looked up what happened to this guy because I couldn't wait. And it says that he was sentenced to 10 years in prison with credit for 3 days already served. So that's actually, like, not enough, in my opinion. But a lot of these guys, even the guys that do horrible things, frequently get less than that. So that, it's still, it's going to mess up his life. It's at least he got something. So I'm okay with that. I guess. So it could have been worse. I'm just gonna skip ahead till she comes back.
Unfortunately, this is
Where is that?
where it's at. Yeah. So hopefully,
Now I have a question. Like,
Yeah.
I'm going to get booked.
I got a question. The police officers that arrested me, are they gonna get in trouble too for this?
Now, do I register? I'm having to register as a...
So that would be after, like, if there's
Sex offender. That's the word you're looking for, James.
any type of conviction or something like
That's
that.
my court date.
Could it potentially? Well, that would be like at the end when it's
What do
over.
you mean at the end? I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. So when the case commences, so when the case
It means when you get out of prison a decade from now, at that point you'll have to register.
ends,
over.
when it's over. So whether the state decides to move forward, file the charges, depending on if they offer you a plea deal, if you decide you want to have your day in trial, you take it to trial.
Oh.
At the very end
Like I see on TV.
is when they would decide, are you going to be a registered
So what are my
sex
charges? What
offender?
are they called?
So you're going to be charged with unlawful sexual activity with a minor. Okay. You're going to be charged with the authoritative figure because you were in an authoritative figure role as a coach at the school. You're also going to be charged with travel to meet a minor for sex. On the
Oh, that's going to be on mugshot?
it's going to be listed on your charges. Yes.
Y'all
sir.
know so much. Wow.
And then
That's-
misuse of the two-way communication device to facilitate a felony.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh, so this is a felony.
They're all felonies.
They're all.
Yep. Yeah. It's, again, I don't think these guys understand. They don't understand how bad this is. And I could almost see some of the guys in the TCAP things because technically they did not actually harm anyone. They did not put their hands on a real underage person. But they still did something wrong. So I could see they might be confused and not think it's as serious as it obviously is. This guy actually committed a illegal act with a person. Like, he did it for real. He actually harmed a real life underage person. How could he think that this is like a misdemeanor?
Damn, I might lose my job. Well, I mean, I ain't I'm not like she's my mother's not. I'm not worried about that.
Yeah. But yeah, like I said, just based off of everything we have in the phone, the statements, the sexual conduct and activity with each other, it's, so that's where we are.
All right, looks like that's the end. Yeah, this one kind of, I don't know, it irritated me more for some reason. Maybe I'm just in a bad mood today or something, and I'm just not willing to put up with bullshit from predators. But yeah, it was kind of interesting. Like, I wasn't expecting as much from it because some of these aren't as good, and some of them are pretty good. So yeah, let me know if there's any others you want me to cover. I am making a list of people's recommendations. I can't do all of them because sometimes there's just copyright issues and stuff, and so yeah, I may or may not be able to do them, but I'll definitely try. And let me know if there's any others regular predators you want me to cover or anything. And if you want to help support me, you can sign up for my Patreon. I got like 170 some videos on there now. I do all the takedown with Chris Hansen's, and I got a whole bunch of other stuff. Some of the videos that got blocked on YouTube over there on Patreon. So I think it's like $4 a month, or actually I think it's $4 Canadian if I'm not mistaken. So if you're American, it's even cheaper. It's probably like $3 or something. And it just goes a long way to help me because I'm spending most of my days now recording nonstop TCAP commentary. So I'm trying to hopefully be able to continue doing it and not have to go back and get a real job. So I really appreciate everyone watching. Either way, don't feel obligated to sign up. You can keep watching my free videos here on YouTube. I just love the fact that people take the time to watch and comment and engage. It means the world to me, and I really appreciate it. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.